Retirement is supposed to be the finish line. But what if crossing it without the right gear means you collapse before the confetti hits the ground? We need to talk about two things most retirement plans quietly ignore, and ignoring them could cost you everything. Every financial advisor will tell you to max your 401k, invest in index funds, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting, but almost none of them lead with a conversation that actually keeps retirees up at night. The double threat of sequence of returns, risk, and healthcare costs has quietly dismantled more retirement plans than bad stock picks ever could. Here is what sequence of returns risk actually means in plain language. If the market drops 30% in your first 2 years of retirement and you are still pulling money out to live on, you are selling your future at a discount you can never recover from. Think of it like owning a pizza shop where you are forced to sell slices during a blizzard at half price every single day until the weather changes, except the weather might not change for 3 years. The data is sobering. A retiree who retired in 2007 and started drawing down 4% annually was in serious trouble by 2009, while someone who retired in 2009 rode one of the longest bull markets in history. Same strategy, same discipline, completely different outcome, because timing is a lottery ticket you did not know you were buying. This is exactly why a cash buffer, we are talking anywhere from 1 to 3 years of living expenses sitting in cash or short-term treasuries, acts as your personal circuit breaker. Instead of selling equities at the worst possible moment, you live off the buffer while the market throws its tantrum. Now let us talk about the other silent killer, healthcare, because this one does not get nearly enough airtime. The average retired couple will spend roughly $315,000 on healthcare costs throughout retirement. And that number assumes Medicare is fully intact and that you retire at 65, which many people no longer do. If you retire at 62, you are staring down a 3-year window where you are too young for Medicare and probably too old for cheap premiums on the open market. That gap can run you $1,000 to $2,000 a month in premiums alone, plus deductibles, and suddenly that carefully calculated withdrawal rate has a massive, invisible leak in it. The irony is beautiful in a painful sort of way. We spend decades optimizing our portfolios down to the basis point and then walk into retirement with zero plan for the one expense that is virtually guaranteed to increase every single year. It is like training for a marathon and forgetting to account for hills. Historically, the retirees who have weathered every storm, the dot-com crash, the 2008 financial crisis, the pandemic, share a common trait. They built redundancy into their plan before they needed it. They were not the smartest investors. They were the ones who respected uncertainty enough to prepare for it. Here is the actionable lesson before you retire. Build your cash buffer first. Then price out your healthcare options, including COBRA, marketplace plans, and health sharing ministries, so you know exactly what you are walking into. Do not model your retirement on best case assumptions. Model it on the scenario where the market does nothing for 5 years and your prescriptions cost 3 times what they do today. The misconception we need to address is that holding cash is somehow a sign of financial weakness or poor strategy. It is actually the opposite. Cash in retirement is not lazy money. It is your psychological armor that keeps you from making emotional, destructive decisions when every headline tells you the world is ending. Position size and discipline matter infinitely more than conviction. The retiree who holds 2 years of expenses in cash and sleeps soundly is far better off than the one who is 100% invested, theoretically optimized, and paralyzed by anxiety every time the market sneezes. You can be right about the long term and still make catastrophically wrong decisions in the short term if your nerves are shot. There is something almost philosophical about retirement preparation. It is less about predicting the future and more about building a life that can absorb whatever the future decides to throw at you. The buffer is not pessimism, it is self-respect. We are not here to scare you into paralysis. We are here to remind you that calm, rational preparation is the most rebellious act you can make in a financial culture obsessed with returns and allergic to nuance. Comfort with any outcome starts with knowing you have thought through the uncomfortable ones. Whether you are 5 years away or 5 months away from retirement, The move is the same. Build the buffer, price the healthcare, and refuse to leave either to chance. And if you want help putting a real strategy together, whether that involves real estate investing, renovation projects that stretch your dollars further, or connecting with lenders who understand your situation, check out our links in the description below.